Okay, I want to try things a little bit differently now to create drum regions. But this time, let's say I already have a composition in mind. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open a new project. I'm going to create a project and I'm going to again start with an empty project. And when I do that, I'm met with those same windows. But I don't want to add the drummer track yet. So I could add any of the other types. I'm just going to go ahead and choose an audio track because ultimately I'm probably going to be adding some instruments or singing or something anyway. And we'll create that, but I'm not actually doing anything quite yet. What I want to use is the arrange window to build a drum track for my song. So to get into the arrange window, I'm going to click on the down arrow where it says show hide global tracks. And under global tracks, I can create arrangements. I can also do tempo changes within this, and your drum track will follow those tempo changes, which is also very cool. So I'm going to add a intro. Sounds good. I could make this 4 measures, for instance. It doesn't have to be 8 measures. I can adapt it to whatever we want. Then, typically with a song, you do have a verse. That's 8 measures. I'll stick with that for now. And we have a chorus. I'm going to add, now this says bridge, but I want to go back to the verse of my song. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to say no, I want that to be another intro. And then I'm going to click and add a chorus. And now I'm going to have my bridge. And it's telling me an outro. Let's see, let's do another chorus. I can do whatever I want, and then we'll add our outro. So now I've got my entire arrangement here. And so when we look at that, and I think we've got it pretty right here, verse, chorus. Nope, got an intro, don't want that. Delete that. Verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, another bridge, and outro. Okay, so now those of you playing along, we've got intro, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus again, and outro. Pretty typical song form, and I can always change that as I go. So now, when we go up to track, and we hit new track, we're still given our same windows. What I'm going to do now is create my drum track, and watch how the magic happens. We'll create that. And now Drummer has populated my entire song with different regions. So let's go ahead and widen those vertically and horizontally. I'm going to make it even wider so you can really see. Now each of these regions are different presets. And if we play along here, let's see, it says this is custom and this is custom. But what it will do is there is a different beat. You can see the edit window change for the intro than for the verse. And you can see this as well in the hi-hat, for instance, which is what it's on right now. If we move along to the chorus, notice all this changes and now I'm on cymbals. The complexity, it's louder, it's more complex, just like a typical chorus would probably be. And then we've got verse again, which is going back to what we had before largely. So what's interesting about this, as you would listen to this and play this back, keep in mind as I change in this XY axis, watch how the drummer region changes. See, I've got more kick drum, a little more hi-hat, but if I go to this other verse, it's playing what was there before. So keep in mind when you're changing this drum editor, you are changing that particular region. Okay, we go to the chorus, got my cymbals again. Let's say I decide no, I still want to stick. I'm going to highlight the hi-hat instead. Now the chorus is playing the hi-hat instead. But if I go to my other chorus, that has not changed. See, I'm back on the cymbals. So I think that that exemplifies a couple really important features, which are, first off, if I already know my song structure, I can create my drummer track, and I've already got a very realistic expression of what Kyle's presets and beats would have done for those different sections of the song. Also, keep in mind when I'm changing in the drum editor, I'm just changing for that one particular region. I'm not affecting, for instance, the verse or even the other chorus that was created. So you've got two ways to do this. If you want to start off with, like we did in the last lesson, I just want a drum track to help me create, to help me compose and write a song. Well, I can go ahead and create that drum track, and then I have something to write to. Or I already have a song, I know what the arrangement is, I create it in the arrangement window in a new file. When I create my drummer track, I already have all this populated out, which would be pretty laborious to do if you were just working in MIDI, for instance. So you've got a really good template to start with right away. So that's two different ways to create your drummer tracks. Go ahead, create a new project, create an arrangement, and then add your drum track. Listen to the verses, listen to the choruses, and how they change. And go ahead and do some editing and see what that sounds like. I will see you in the next lesson.